let's talk about Cookie Booth rather quickly. And I remember I told you that Joyce is working on the Cookie Booth sales. So the cookies that you sell at the Cookie Booth will not be from your personal stash. We as a troop also look for place an order. And so as a troop, we'll go in, we'll place an order on behalf of the troop and the girls that we're going to promise to sell during our Cookie Booths. One of the reasons we have so many of you selling it so many times is because this is one of only 2 fundraisers that we have for the entire year. So the money that we use for the girls here, the money that we make here for the girls, gets used for the girls as well. And to offset a lot of the costs, all of these great patches that we're getting, events that we're doing, things like that, all of that money that we're earning offsets the cost. So we as a troop will also make an order and we'll turn them in. We'll bring them to the booth. We'll sell those. All the girls that are at the booth will get credit for that booth and we'll evenly distribute those. I have a document and it goes into a computer system. So if there are 4 girls and they've sold 400 boxes, each girl is credited for another 100 boxes of cookies sold, which is really great because remember I told you about all those prizes? All of those sales in the booths go towards these prizes. So that kind of gives you a really great idea. I'm going to say average sale per girl, if we have 4 girls at a booth, at a 2-hour booth, you're looking at selling per girl maybe on the low side, 25 boxes, on the high side in excess of 200 boxes. It really depends on time of day and location of the booth. I've been told that sometimes booths, just aren't a good spot. I sold at Goodwill with my old girls 2 years ago, and I think we sold 5 boxes in an hour and a half. Other places we sold 600 boxes in 3 hours. So it really just kind of depends. Okay, so Joyce has already sent a Facebook post to everybody about what the Cookie Booths look like this year. And so she's going to keep track of all the rules and the sign-up genius on that. When your girls do come to a booth, we ask that a parent or a guardian is registered in the troop as a volunteer. That's not because we're going to ask you to do any more, but it's just so that we know that you can stick around with the other girls. Remember, Girl Scouts of America safeguards by doing background checks on everybody. So you know that if anybody is standing at a booth, they've been background checked just as you have as well. So we ask that you do that. And we promise we won't ask you to do any other volunteer work unless you want to, and then we'd always love to have you. So if, keep an eye out on Facebook for Sign Up Genius, and that'll be really great. Okay, so additional orders. Additional orders can be emailed to Tara, and you'll see down here at the bottom what her email address is. Please give her 24 hours, probably 48, to bundle all of those cookies up so that you can pick them up on a pre-arranged time. Don't just, assume that the next day she's going to have them ready and you can show up at her house. I want to make sure that, she'll have them ready and she or Gavin will be there to pick those out. Every time you go to pick up cookies, you'll have to count them out, just like we did with the nut sales. You'll count them out. And please always, always, always make sure that you receive one of these. So this is really simple, but it's just a simple receipt. The receipt will say how many cases you took, how many boxes you took, and the kind. We'll also give these to you when you are turning money in. So keep track of those. I will keep track of those as well, as I am the Cookie Money Manager as well. So I'll keep track of those as well, but please just know to keep track of your money and your ins and outs of all your cookies so that we don't have any discrepancies. And if we do, you'll have the receipts. Let's see. The only other thing is that we're going to turn in the last day to turn in cookies. That means if you have a whole bunch sitting at your house, the last day to turn in cookies would be February 27th, and I'll make sure that everybody knows that date. If you're in a bind, and let's say you have like 15 cases of Thin Mint sitting at your house for some random reason, and you never sold them, but you had someone say that they were going to buy all 15 cases, but it's past the 27th of February, you can let myself know, and we'll work out some kind of a plan. We'll probably check them back into into the troop, and we'll use them and try and sell them at the very end. So one final thing about cookie booths.